Well, we just got everybody's new favorite horror movie of all time in theaters. It's called Ice Cream Man. Yeah, it's directed by old Eli Roth. If you don't know, he did Hostel, Cabin Fever, and he did a movie from a couple years ago that I loved called Thanksgiving. He also did Badlands from a couple of years ago, okay? Or Borderlands, or whatever. Boring Lands. I don't know what that movie's called. I don't really care, because I didn't watch the movie, because it looked like utter garbage, and everybody said it was utter garbage. You know what movie looked like utter garbage? Ice Cream Man. Guess who watched Ice Cream Man? That's right. This guy, baby! This guy watched Ice Cream Man. Did it make my life better? No. No, it didn't. No, it did not. But I'm here to tell you if it is that bad. It's that bad. It's that bad, dude. It is that bad. Before I dive into my review of Ice Cream Man, if you would subscribe, like button, hit the bell, comment down below if you saw Ice Cream Man. Why? Why'd you watch it? And, what'd you think of it? Did you like it? Maybe a lot more than I did. Now, I'm going to throw it out here. I didn't despise the movie like a lot of you guys did. I actually think it's a movie that's kind of so bad that it's good. Good with, like, the biggest air quotes in the history of air quotes. Good. I would never in a billion years call this movie good movie. It's just so bad that I saw it with my brother at a Marcus Mystery movie. We were both dying laughing throughout the entire film. Probably to the point where other people were getting annoyed. I don't know. Maybe people are just getting annoyed at how bad the movie was. But, like, this movie's laugh out loud, dumb ridiculousness. And if you are a fan of horror schlockfests, like I would say I am, there's enough to be, like, not completely bored. But you also realize that the stuff that makes a movie, like, the stuff that makes a movie good, none of that's here. So nothing about this movie was good in the slightest. And then there's another big topic that we got to talk about here on this review. So the things that I legitimately did like, there are two things. Okay, I just pulled up the Ice Cream Man cast. Snoop Dogg's in this movie? Snoop Dogg's in this... What? Who was he in Ice Cream Man? I swear I watched the movie, and I swear I didn't see freaking Snoop Dogg in this movie. Okay. Was he someone who got killed? Like, was he in this? I didn't see him in the... Okay. The thing that I actually liked was Ari Millen as the Ice Cream Man. He's not, like, the scariest thing ever, but I will say I liked him when he was, peeking through the windows and having that creepy smile looking around. I will say he did have a screen presence, and if he was in a better movie, I honestly would like to see him again. I thought he was able to be like this creepier Ice Cream Man while not being like fully terrifying, because let's be honest, nothing about this movie's scary in the slightest, but I will say Ari Millen did have some screen presence. He was doing the Art the Clown thing, and it's kind of creepy the way he did it, and I think he did a good job. And then, I'm not gonna lie, I also kind of liked the ending of the film. I think it completely... did I just call this thing a film? That's a stretch of words. But I think the ending of the movie is a little bit... I wouldn't say satisfying, but did a nice job of taking the rug, sweeping it from under your feet, like really surprising me and like, oh, I didn't see that coming at all. And I thought that was effective enough. I'm not going to spoil it. Why am I not spoiling it? Don't watch this movie. But I'm not going to tell you just in case, because like it is honestly, like, I called my best friend the next day because we have a podcast together, the F Tier podcast. Hey, you should totally go check it out. We did one episode so far, and it was on the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. Fun. Anyways, I called him, and I was like, yo, we need to watch this movie and cover it on the podcast, dude. It's insane. And the ending is actually insane. Like, how could one person comprehend this movie? At the very least, it's a bad movie that's not boring. Like, let's just be honest. I was never bored while watching this movie. I was like, it's just all this ludicrous stuff that I can personally laugh out loud with. Now, I think if I saw it by myself, if I was sitting right there on my bed watching it on that TV, I'd be bored out of my mind. This is a movie that you get your friends together. In my case, I went with my brother, and we laughed our butts off to the movie. However, it's not good. It's very much not good. For one, all the performances suck. Okay, let's just be honest. The only one that was good, like I mentioned, was Ari Millen. But you got the child actors, who I'm not even going to name, because I feel bad for them being in this movie, that they just walk around, state the obvious, oh, these kids are killing each other. Like, obviously! You're watching someone get their head cut off, and like their sense of urgency is, oh, he just cut off his head. Obviously, kid! And I'm not going to blame the kids for this. I'm going to blame the script. The script is awful. Let me give you 2 or 3 scenes in this movie that just explain to you how absolutely insane this Ice Cream Man movie is. Okay, very beginning, before this chaos happens, we're having a nice family dinner. We're sitting around, we're eating dinner, we're joking about grown men staring at teenagers' boobs. What? What? That's a line said in this movie. The teenage daughter's like, oh, I'll just take him to the water park as a punishment. And the guy's like, oh, or the kid's like, oh, yeah, like being around hot teenage girls is a punishment. The dad, played by none other than, checks notes, Eli Roth, the director of this movie, goes, oh, man, I'd love to check out them teenage girls in bikinis. Actual line in the movie, somebody, probably Eli Roth, honestly, wrote it in the script. And let's be real, Eli Roth cast himself in this character when he wrote that line of dialogue. Check this man's hard drive. Check his hard drive. Because there's no way that you're not going to check his hard drive and it's not going to be insane. Because he wrote this movie and he writes a line about he writes a line about pedophilia and you're supposed to laugh. That's just one scene. Later on, we're running around, and you got to make yourself throw up if you get ice cream in your mouth, or else you're going to be one of the creepy kids. And so, this girl throws up, and this one guy, supposed to be like the tough kid, he goes, whoa, how'd you do that? To where the 12-year-old girl responds with, I'm a girl, I know how to make myself throw up. Not only are we joking about pedophilia, that's pretty bad, right? But we're making jokes about eating disorders and body dysmorphia, which is a real thing. Not saying that pedophilia is not a real thing, because it is. That's a separate problem. But a real thing, a real problem that real people face, and we're supposed to laugh at it. We are supposed to laugh at that scene. And it's so bad. It is so bad. So the movie's just scattered with lines like that. So bad. None of the kills are cool or creative in the slightest. In fact, like, the first kill of the movie is someone getting his head chopped off with a jigsaw. Jigsaw? Is that what those things are called? Handsaw, maybe? I think is what it's called. Anyways, and, like, it's so bad that you can clearly tell that it is a fake neck. You can see the rubber on it. There's no effort and making them any creative or interesting. Now, I will say, the reason I had fun with the kills is the performances by the adults, if you want to call them performances. They're so laughably bad. Like, this dude's getting set on fire, and he's burning to death, and he's like, oh, the kids are going crazy. Laugh. It's so laughably bad. Not laughing because of the joke, but laughing because you're watching one of the worst things ever made. So there's that. Like, the kills are not creative. Boy, it's a bad movie. It's a stinker. We got a stinker on our hands. The movie's only an hour 27. I will say it feels a little bit longer than that, but still, hour 27, so you're in and out. And like I said, if you like watching bad movies, this is your slice of pie, okay? But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I walked out of the theater and I gave it 3 stars on Letterboxd, and thinking back on it, why did I give it 3 stars? And I think I'm confusing my experience having fun watching the movie with the movie in and of itself. Those are 2 separate problems. I went down to 2.5, I think, as soon as I'm done recording this video, I'm probably going to drop it down to 2. Because I'm not going to lie, it's a bad movie, but it's one of those bad movies that I have a little bit of fun watching. And there are things I liked, so like I'm not going to fully discount it as an awful, awful movie when it is just really bad. The script, performances, all that, it's bad. But let's talk about the thing that I didn't even notice was in the movie until I left the theater, go on Twitter, and within 20 minutes of the first sneak previews, I was part of the first sneak previews of this movie. Why? It was revealed that there's AI in the movie. Because of course there are. If you're not writing a line about pedophilia that your character's got a joke about, then why don't we just put AI in our freaking movie anyways, right? So now we have AI, and the AI sequences, apparently, I'm dumb, I didn't even notice them in the movie. Maybe I was laughing too hard and didn't really care, but, like, you don't need AI in this movie. You're already giving the minimal effort, and now you're putting AI in your movie? There's no effort in this movie. And so while I gotta say I had a good time watching it for how bad it was, had to clarify there, part of me hates this movie. Number one, it's Eli Roth. He did Hostel, which is a really good torture film. You got Cabin Fever, which I haven't seen, but I heard is really good. You have Thanksgiving, which was a really fun slasher. And then you got him. What's he doing? In his own horror studio, he's putting out the lowest form of garbage. This is a garbage film. It's Eli Roth. He can make better films. It's not some no-name director that's never directed a movie before. He has made great films before. And now he's making Ice Cream Man, where we sit at a kitchen table and joke about liking teenage girls. In the words of Chris Hansen out the new Robert Pattinson movie Primetime, and Chris Hansen in general, I guess, you see how this looks, don't you? I can't do that voice. Robert Pattinson, is he coming for like 2 or 3 Oscars? I'm going to say yes. Holy smokes. Oh, this is not about the Primetime movie. But hey, while we're on the subject, I think his performance looks great. Honestly, the Primetime trailer, in my opinion, looks like an SNL trailer. Like, it doesn't feel like a real movie. And it's hard to be excited for it because, like, we're doing Pedophilia Demon? Or Pedophile Demon? I don't know. Seems really weird. Oh, what were we talking about? We were talking about Ice Cream Man. So yeah, Ice Cream Man's really bad. And if you could discount the awful script, awful performances, and just like go in, have a good time with how bad it is, like I did, and then you walk out to your car and you scroll on Twitter and you learn there's AI in the movie. You learn there's AI. That's even worse. You didn't need to use AI, Elijah, you didn't need to use AI. You just did it because you're lazy. Like, is Hollywood so out of touch? And this is quickly turning into one of my rant videos, which I love doing, so this is fun. But anyways, is Hollywood so out of touch? Because the end of Oak Street, a movie I'm really looking forward to, the Hollywood studio, or Warner Brothers, the studio in Hollywood, decided to put out an AI ad for the movie with AI dogs talking about the movie. Is Hollywood so out of touch? Are they so out of touch with what the audience actually wants? I can't name one real human being who actually wants AI in their films. I can't. Unless you're some bot on Twitter that Elon freaking Musk uses. Because there's nobody in their right minds that wants to go to Hollywood and watch some garbage time AI project that they whipped up in 30 seconds. And so with this, and then you got the end of Oak Street, what that marketing team's doing, what is happening? What is happening in Hollywood? I don't know. And I don't like it. And for like an already bad movie, you put AI in it for no reason. We got an all-time stinker here, folks. You got an all-time one. This is one that I was talking with my friend who I do the podcast with. And he said that it's a 420 movie, which is true. This is on the ranks with The Ginger Dead Man, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you don't know what The Ginger Dead Man is? Look it up. You're in for a treat. I saw it. It's bad. Ew, it's bad. It's worse than The Ice Cream Man. I'd rather watch Ice Cream Man. even though that movie's like 50 minutes long, and it's terrible. Anywho, before I give you my final score on Ice Cream Man, you already know it's going to be low. Subscribe, like button, hit the bell. Comment down below if you saw Ice Cream Man. I'm sorry. And what did you think of it? And with that said, Ice Cream Man's an all-time stinker. I wasn't even going to make a video on this, but then I saw everybody on Twitter, like, rant about it. And, like, I didn't even have that many thoughts, like, leaving the theater. I'm like, this is a bad movie, but I had a good enough time watching it. But, like, the longer I think about it, the longer I think things happen in this movie, I'm like, did we really do that? The script's awful, the cast is awful, and we use AI in a bad movie, Elijah. Stupid. And so Eli Roth just lost all credibility he had with Hostel, Thanksgiving, Cabin Fever. Lost all his credibility. So with that said, Ice Cream Man, I'm not going to lie, if you do like the schlock fest, if you do like the bad movies, like, you can watch it at home with your most annoying group of friends and laugh your butts off to it. That's why it's not getting an F. It's getting a D- from me. But still, bad movie. Bad movie. Bad movie. Now, you're going to look at my yearly rankings. I have this above some movies that you would expect, like, you'd expect this to be, like, bottom of the barrel, bottom 3 movie of the year. I'm not going to put it there because, like, this is a very complicated one for me to talk about, right? Because, like, I did have a good enough time in the theater. I had a blast watching it, which is more than I could say for movies lower on the list, like Mandalorian and Grogu, or Supergirl, or, like, literally any movie that, like, is bigger budgeted and should have been much better. Like, this one's lower budgeted. Like, it's just Eli Roth doing his lowest ditch, or his lowest effort for a movie like this. So, like, it should have been better, but it's still a lower budgeted film. Then you get things like Supergirl, Mandalorian, and Grogu that, like, could have been so good, and they're not. So, like, this one didn't disappoint me because I already didn't think it was going to be good. Those movies disappointed me. So I do have this one, like, higher above the list. This isn't even in my bottom 5 of the year so far because of, like, how fun I had, like, the fun I had watching it. I don't know. Very complicated movie to talk about because it's a bad movie, but parts of it are a fun bad movie, and then parts of it are just a bad movie. So, I don't know. I did have a good time telling you guys about it. Don't watch it. Skip it. And with that said, subscribe. Don't let the Ice Cream Man get you. Don't let Eli Roth get you. Ugh, he's creepy.